Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today, the MacBook Pro 16-inch base computer. Only thing that's been updated was the hard drive from 512 to terabyte. As you can see, today I'm running Logic Pro only. This is more of a benchmarking first look. And all I did is took samples, my own sample instruments, and I have one track of Superior Drummer, which is native to M1 Mac. And I got right here, as you can see, on the lowest buffer setting, so that's 32. And this is the, as you can see, the CPU here. And I did this on purpose to have the multi-instrument sampler instrument to be on here, because I didn't want to have a whole lot of questionability of whether third-party plugins, whether they're native or they're running on Rosetta. So that's kind of what I have here. Now here is the good trusty old 2012 Mac Pro cheese grater tower, 12 core, logical cores, 24 threads, as you can see. And here what I have is a couple sampler instruments, and all the rest are third-party plugins. Okay, so I figure that the third-party plugins are probably more challenging, all things being equal, a little bit more of a challenge to run. Okay. So it's not exact apples to apples. And in fairness, I think I'm trying to give the Mac Pro a little bit of an extra easier edge, okay? So as you can see, there's my CPU meters here. And I'm running this again at the lowest buffer size of 32 as well. So here, I'll show you. Right here. Okay, so here's the deal, and you can leave all your questions and comments, please do. Watching all the way back to when the first M1 came out, Mac, the 8 gigs and all that. So under the impression that you could run hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tracks at low buffer speeds, okay? And as you can see here, I'm doing that, and I'm not saying that the processors aren't peaking or anything, but they are at a level that, you know, showing that it is moving, okay? And I'm running all Logic plugins except for one Superior Drummer. Okay. And here you can look at the meters. I'm going back and forth, of course. And it's got a little bit more challenge because I'm running more third-party plugins and so forth. But as you can see, I guess, if you can't tell by now, I'm not super impressed. Because I came into this new MacBook Pro thinking that you would get 3 times the headroom. And I don't see that in here, 3 times the headroom. Like I said, you know, running it off of the internal hard drive, all the data. So I'm giving it every bit of the benefit of the, what they call it, the silicon on the chip, or the RAM, the internal storage, and the GPU, CPU are all on one die. You know, so what I see is the MacBook Pro perhaps being more faster and everything, but more the performance for music, at least, being more closer to the Mac Pro. So you know, leave any questions or comments in there. Be interesting to hear your feedback. And haven't determined whether I'm going to hold on to this computer, because it was fairly expensive. Even the base model was like $24.99, and as you keep on adding other features, it just starts to go up in price, and the higher featured spec'd out versions are really more designed for video as opposed to really audio. So anyway, until next time, peace out.